Good evening. It's my great pleasure to welcome you, students, colleagues, parents, to the ceremony to induct members of the class of 2016 into the Cum Laude Society. This is indeed a proud and celebratory moment for these scholars, for their parents and teachers, and for the school. Founded in 1906, the Cum Laude Society stands today for scholastic achievement of the highest order, in keeping with our motto and our mission. Millbrook students elected to Cum Laude must achieve the highest levels of academic success while enhancing the experiences of their peers. Simply, they must live non sibi sed cunctus in the classroom. Cum Laude inductees, I'm now going to read your names and ask that you remain seated until I'm finished. Then you and your advisors should come forward, and ask that we all hold our applause until I've read each name. Zishi An, Isabella Bucciolotti, Sienna Buffa, Oliver Cohen, Alexander Chalk, Mei Yi Guo, Carter Maliolo, Victoria Merkel, Weilun Xian, Heidi Rice, Fyong Mai Van, Emma Westerman, and Fengge Yu. Congratulations, and please come forward. The distinguished record you've achieved at Millbrook has won you membership into the Cum Laude Society. This society is a fellowship of scholars whose purpose is to recognize excellence in academic work. As you pursue your college education and possible graduate studies, it's our hope that you accept the honor of membership in Cum Laude as a responsibility to make a contribution to the ongoing search for greater understanding of humanity and of society. The motto of the Cum Laude Society is Arte, Dike, Time, excellence, justice, and honor. Arte includes the concept of excellence in the moral sense and is not limited to the ideal of superiority and scholarship, nor does it involve the endeavor of competing simply and primarily for academic goals. DK includes the concept of what is suitable and appropriate as well as just. Time includes the concept of dignity and truth as well as honor. Simply, their motto is very similar to ours. To begin the inductions, I'll ask your advisor to speak on your behalf and to present you with your Cum Laude certificate and pin. You'll then sign the log of all Millbrook Schools Cum Laude members. Mr. Tom?
From the first conversation I had with Tom, I could tell that he was gifted intellectually. He spoke about all the goals that he had for his time at Millbrook: honor rolls, bike clubs, aeronautical projects, and the sciences. The list went on and on. And for the most part, Tom has fulfilled each of these goals. However, the biggest accomplishment that springs to mind when I praise Tom's journey at Millbrook is his development of empathy in the classroom. I submit to you an excerpt of an early advisor letter. While Tom is clearly intelligent, humility is a skill that he is still learning. A couple of Tom's teachers have commented on how he loves to show how smart he is during class. While it is important to show that what you can do in an academic setting, it is also important from a developmental standpoint that you share that academic spotlight. Juxtapose that excerpt with a note I wrote earlier this semester. Tom continues to enjoy working in Studers He has learned patience with younger students and has begun to branch out beyond his go-to disciplines of math and science. It strikes me that Tom has begun to take legitimate pleasure in his work helping others. For all the lessons that Tom has learned while at Millbrook, I think that perhaps the greatest is a lesson that transcends academics. It does not just matter what you know, but how you can use what you know to help others. Congratulations, Tom, on Cum Laude. Please sign the register.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Mrs. Vanacek?
Isabella Bucciolotti is music. She's been a complex symphony of balance, grit, curiosity, and success as she's navigated 3 years of rigorous coursework, leading up to and including French and Mandarin, AP Calc, AP Statistics, and Honors Biology. She earned high honor roll and honor roll every marking period. The music Isabella makes here is not limited to any one genre or style. She is patriotic music, always contributing in class, selflessly serving as a 2-year dorm leader. She is lullabies for her nurturing encouragement of other students to push themselves. She is the sophistication and complexity of opera, a respected, needed, known, and strong voice as prefect. She is jazz and blues music for her soulful and community gathering arts night performances. She is country music as she stretches herself to tell stories through her craft. She is rap, a spirited, nuanced, catchy, and strong personality and friend. Isabella should be proud of the music she has made here at Millbrook. With her dedication, determination, and always-on-pitch performance, her life's album is most definitely destined for platinum. Congratulations, Isabella. You can sign the register.
Mrs. Morrison?
While it's true, as her psychology teacher commented, Sienna is all business and an intense scholar. Her confidence as a scholar needed to develop over her 4 years. I can recall many a day when Sienna would come into my office proclaiming, "Do I'm failing," to which I just nodded and assured her that if this were true, we would love to have her around for another year. However, Sienna has grown into a confident student who is unfailingly well prepared for class every day, whose attention to detail is unmatched, and who writes with clarity, is an astute listener, and an insightful contributor. However, some of the comments about her that I admire most refer to her willingness to help her peers. Although Sienna is a prefect, a dorm leader, a 3-sport varsity athlete, she always finds the time to be intellectually generous, sharing her ideas, bringing her peers along, and taking the time to explain concepts that are challenging to others. Sienna is an academic force who loves a good challenge and loves to learn. She likes ideas and is dogged about understanding and making sense of what she learns. She has earned the privilege of Cum Laude induction tonight, and I can't wait to see where this curiosity and determination lead her. Congratulations.
Mr. Clisby? Oh, Vince. Excuse me.
I'll be reading on behalf of Mr. Dilly, Alex's advisor. Alex has excelled while carrying an incredibly demanding academic and extracurricular schedule. This is a clear expression of natural talent, organization skills, and exceptional effort. However, those attributes alone do not land a student on the stage tonight. To be here, one must find joy in their work. This is what Alex has learned to do at Millbrook and why he has excelled. Is it tedious to count hundreds of tiny bacterial colonies hours on end? Of course it is. Why would someone choose to do this and persist after setbacks and delays, as Alex did for his independent science research project? The answer was written all over his face when he would talk about his project. He was in bliss. Reaching for that moment, this feeling, has been the driver behind Alex's success. Alex, keep on reaching and demanding that, and happiness will be inevitable. Congratulations. Sign on.
Attaboy. On the JV basketball team, we know Ali as the Mamba, after LA Lakers star Kobe Bryant and parenthetically a deadly snake, because Ali never saw a shot too tough to take or an opponent he didn't want to beat. Ali also holds Millbrook's all-time record for successful assassinations in Model UN Nations conferences. And that's the way Ali goes about his schoolwork, too. Attacking every challenge with an iron will and a deadpan expression, maybe that little grin of his. He's a polymath, but with the ability to apply laser focus to whatever task is in front of him. He's that unusual, dedicated scholar with a great sense of humor, not least about himself. And now, he's also a member of Millbrook's Cum Laude Society, and I'm proud to help induct him. Congratulations, Ali.
Thanks, Mr. President. Mr. Feidelson?
Maggie's appearance on stage here today is no surprise. From the moment she stepped into our classrooms, it was clear that she was curious, talented, and motivated. As time went by and she began to conquer each challenge placed before her, we learned much more, and I quote some of her other teachers here. Her mind is like a sponge. Her work is polished and dynamic. Her comments in class are provocative and thoughtful. She's an artist, she's a writer, she's a musician, a scientist, and a mathematician. Maggie has wanted to challenge herself each and every day at Millbrook, but what I enjoy most is that she's wanted to challenge us right back. Learning thrives on the feedback loop created when true debate and discussion happens. Maggie has embraced this process, and it is a big reason why I am thankful for having the opportunity to get to know her and why she has earned this richly deserved honor. Congratulations.
Mr. Benson?
At Millbrook, we strive to promote the intellectual, emotional, spiritual, creative, and physical growth of each student. Carter Malliolo has thoroughly explored these pillars of our mission. As a scholar, Carter is relentless in his constant pursuit of knowledge, stemming from a genuine desire to find answers to his questions, whether they be insights on leadership, learning human anatomy to enhance his CrossFit work, or questioning historic trends of the past to ponder the future of our country, Carter is fully engaged. Emotionally, he is alert and aware of his feelings and those around him, ever evident when you observe him in Case Hall. Spiritually, he is grounded in a love for his family and a desire to cherish and implement the morals and values instilled upon him by his parents. Creatively, Carter explores the arts and art history with an appreciative and eager heart. Physically, he's become a CrossFit trainer, imparting technique and encouragement to many. Carter once said to me, "Because there are always others going through something worse than you, harder circumstances, you always need to do your best." Perhaps it is this very sentiment that has made him a selfless master in training, a budding scholar, and an all-around force to be reckoned with at Millbrook and beyond. Congratulations, Carter, and keep up the good work.
Mrs. Clisby?
The day I met Tori in her third form year, I began preemptively composing her cum laude speech. She was placed in level 4 Spanish and honors algebra 2, straight off the bat. Every year, however, Tori gives me reason to add more of her impressive academic accomplishments to the speech, and frankly, I've only been allotted 90 seconds. Tori could have considered what hardship she was causing me when she insisted on taking 7 courses this year. Because I seem to have the memory of a gnat, my conversations with Tori this year have gone something like this. So you're doing your CES on your independent science research project, right? Oh, no, wait, it's your Blaine. No, it's your honors photo project. And Tori just looks at me patiently and sighs. No, Mrs. Clisby, remember, I'm writing, directing, shooting, and editing a 3-part series of short films. Completely unrelated to any course she's currently taking. Right, you're Tori Merkel. Have we met? Welcome, Tori, finally, to the Cum Laude Society. It's been 4 years in the making, and you filled your time well. Take a moment to smile and glow, and then get back to what makes you happiest. More learning. Congratulations.
Mrs. Clisby, are you?
Patrick is stealth. He is not the first person that leaps to mind when you're trying to remember who is in your class. He just doesn't draw attention to himself. Stealth. Having taught him twice, I often got the sense by looking on Patrick's face that he already knew everything that I was teaching him. In many cases, I assure you he did. What is not obvious about Patrick is what is going on in his head. Patrick is constantly and quietly listening to everything. And then he lets his curiosity wander and explore. It's why reading and translating Roman literature in Latin 4 is appealing to him. It's why Patrick participates in the Model UN. It's why Patrick has taken every advanced science offered at Millbrook. It's why Patrick went back to his room and watched a 90-minute documentary on the Jonestown cult after he overheard me discussing it with my psychology students. He had plenty of other things to do, I assure you, such as work on his Blaine or write his English essay, or tutor students in You Pick the Subject. And of course, he did all of those things. Well, I might add, he just makes time for recreational learning because, well, that's what Patrick does. And that's why Patrick is being inducted this evening into the Cum Laude Society. Congratulations, Patrick. Oh, thank you.
Clisby.
I'm reading on behalf of Aaron Downs, who is Heidi's advisor and wanted to be here but is away at a conference. So picture, if you will, that I am she. In the first advisor letter I wrote for Heidi in November 2012, I said, well, this will be an awkward 4 years because I'm not quite sure how much advising Heidi will need. So it turns out I was mostly right in my first letter. While she certainly did not need any advising, I wouldn't say it was at all awkward. These past 4 years with her have been easy, fun, and fulfilling, and of course, have gone by too quickly. Over the course of her Millbrook career, Heidi has remained as cool as a cucumber despite the massive workload, the rigorous course schedule, the extracurricular activities, and the leadership roles. But don't let the doe eyes fool you. When she's committed to something, and these days it seems like everything, she's focused and fierce, tough and tender. And she demands the very best from herself and her peers. No paper goes without revision, no comment in class goes without careful thought, no article in the silo goes without editing. Heidi is a self-starter, self-motivator, and self-improver, but what I am most proud of, and why she deserves to graduate with our praise, is that Heidi, above all, is selfless. Now you can go to California.
Mrs. Clisby once more.
For those of you out there who have ever sat close to Alex in class or taught Alex anything, you know what I mean when I say learning makes Alex vibrate. When I taught her calculus, for example, Alex was not unlike a volcano just before it erupts when I was about to make the connection, the fascinating connection between finding slope between 2 points and finding slope at a single point. I kid you not, she's vibrating now. This year, when Alex and I discussed which courses she should take, she was conflicted. She wanted to take a history elective despite the fact that it would be harder for her to achieve high marks than if she went with the alternative, easier schedule. But her passion for learning prevailed, which is ultimately what we hope drives all of our students' decisions about what subjects to study. I could tell you that Alex is taking both BC Calculus and AP Statistics, or that she is in AP English, despite the fact that English is not her first language, or the fact that she studied Spanish in her second language while here. But the real reason Alex is being inducted this evening is because of the excitement that she feels towards learning. Pure, unadulterated excitement. Welcome to the Cum Laude Society, Alex, and congratulations.
Mrs. Lifter.
On our recent family vacation to Disney, we had our own trip advisor, the amazing Emma Westerman. Not only did she give us incredible tips for navigating the parks, always go to the left, don't forget to book your fast passes. She met up with us at Splash Mountain, grabbed my younger son by the hand, and led us around the park like a pro. These gestures exemplify Emma to a T. When someone needs a helping hand, Emma is there. And behind her graceful work as both a dancer and a student is sweat and hard work. When she was faced with challenges in math, analytical writing, or in the dance studio, Emma dug in with grace and grit. She asked the right questions, investigated what she could do differently, and emerged vastly improved and in command of new skills. I will always remember Emma as a third former. We were behind in musical rehearsals and needed a little extra movement in one of the numbers. I had already witnessed the skill and tremendous potential of this young woman, so I asked her to step up and choreograph the piece. She looked at me like a deer in the headlights for about 10 seconds, and then she got started. There are countless examples of unstoppable Emma, so watch out. Here she comes. Congratulations, Emma, on your induction to Cum Laude.
And Mr. Waters.
Take your glasses off now. Let me introduce you to David, You Better Not Mess With Me. The last of the enforcers from my Mission Impossible MOD skit 2 years ago. And indeed, you better not mess with him. David has developed during his 4 years at Millbrook a portfolio of skills and accomplishments that would strike fear in the heart of any adversary. In the classroom, his GPA has been in the top 10% of his class for every year. He was a Millbrook Olympian at the Yale Physics Olympics. He is co-head of Student Tutors, a founding member of the Asian Affinity Group, and a contributor to the Yellow Weekly. Not just a star in the Math and Science Center, David is also an accomplished painter in the Art Center. Walter Isaacson, in his book, The Innovators, about the digital age pioneers, noted a common theme among them. They married their math and science geek skills with artistic skills, as has David, so watch out. Congratulations. Thank you.
You're now members of this distinguished society. Your school is proud of and grateful to you. And in just a moment, Mrs. Castertow and I look forward to having you, your parents, and your advisors join us for dinner. Anyone signing out for dinner, please do so with Mr. Feitelson in the lobby immediately after this. Now I'm going to excuse the Cum Laude scholars, their advisors, and parents. And after that, Mrs. Morrison will excuse everyone else. Thank you all very much.